Siddhant, coming back to Siddhant's question, now if I have to, extend this calculation to the next few columns, I will have to, I will have to just do I cannot do a double click now. So, I mean, it's not very easy for me to do it. However, if I do it the way I did earlier, I will simply just drag it towards my right. And once this is done, I will simply perform a simple mouse double click. That's it. Okay. So, Siddhant, are you okay with this? Did you get the point? If I drag downwards first, it's not really easy for me to do the other calculations. But if I drag it towards my right first, I can enjoy with this feature called double click. All I need to do is make sure that the first complete row is selected and then just double click. Okay, thank you, Siddhant, for the acknowledgement, and Jagadish says it's a better idea. Thank you so much. All right, friends, that's it. So that was about referencing. I think we can now move to conditional formatting. So let's move to the next sheet in this training file. Prakash More says the voice is not clear. Pallavi Jadhav says the voice is not clear. I'm sorry, friends. I'm not sure what is exactly the problem, but I'm sitting in the office. There is nice connectivity here, and others, friends, can you just tell me, are you guys able to hear me properly? Oh, Prakash, okay. If you're saying it is repetition of voice, or if you're saying there is an echo, then I think there is a problem with the internet at your side. And I'm getting some responses from people saying that I'm clear. Monica Gowda, Aditya Kumar, Dipti, they're all saying I'm audible very clearly. Okay, so the people from Pallavi and the other person I just mentioned, you will have to check something, the connectivity at your end. Somebody's saying awesome voice. Okay, thank you. All right, well, I should try singing then rather than online training, right? Okay, all right. Okay, now friends, let's go to the next worksheet. Let's just make sure that we, here in this file, we just have a couple of worksheets. Okay, so I can simply use the mouse and I can click on the name of the next tab. However, if I want to use a keyboard shortcut, then I can always use Control Page Down. Okay, in Excel, if you want to navigate from one sheet to another, it's Control Page Down. Okay, and similarly, it's Control Page Up if you would like to come back to the earlier sheet. Yeah, remember, friends, Control Page Down will always take you to the next immediate worksheet on the right side of your existing sheet. All right, and Control Page Up will take you to the left extreme, immediate left side. Okay. Yes, Prakash, there will be, all these sessions are recorded. I can, in fact, I also have started the recording from my side. So, and the Edureka team, so the back office team records all these sessions. So you can reach out to the Edureka email address and they will send you the link for the recording. Yeah, so these sessions are recorded. All right. Okay. All right. So Control Page Up and Control Page Down. All right. Now, okay. Okay, somebody's talking about Control D and Control R. Well, Nitish, I just wanted to say here that let's take an example. I write down something here, Nitish. Okay, since you've raised that point, if I now press Control D, definitely it does copy towards down. However, if I do a Control U, it does not copy towards upside. So that's why I don't really prefer telling people about these two shortcuts. Yes, there is Control R, yeah, but and similarly, okay, if I now, I have Nitish mentioned here in this cell, like you can see where my circles are blinking. If I go on the right side, which is just the next cell, and if I press Control R, yes, it copies towards the right side. However, if I now go to the left hand side, okay, and if I press Control L, then see it comes up with a window like which says Create Table. Prakash, I can hear your question. I can see your question. You are asking, can I leave this session because of the voice quality and the network problem? Yes, Prakash, if it is problem for you, if you are not able to grasp, then yes, you can leave the session. I will not feel offended. No problem. If it's a problem, there's a technical problem, you can leave the session. No problem. Okay, coming back. So, Nitish Kumar, are you getting my point here? I think somebody's given an idea here. Prakash, you might want to re-log in. I'm sorry, there is a lot of questions coming up from your side and a lot of chats happening here, so I might miss out your names, friends. So please don't, feel bad about it. Okay. So coming back to Nitish's thing, it is Nitish is saying that dragging towards left or dragging towards up is not possible. Nitish, I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but if I have some number here or if I have some value here, whatever, and if I drag it towards my left hand side with my mouse, it is definitely possible in Excel. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Similarly, if I just drag it towards my upside, like using the mouse, the way we drag it downwards, if I just use the mouse and drag it upwards, I can do that. So in Excel, dragging towards right, left, up, down is all possible. The only challenge is Control R will copy your value towards your next right cell. Control D will do it downwards, but Control L will not copy leftwards, and Control U will not do it upwards. Control U stands for underlining something, and Control L stands for making a table. And table is another feature of Excel which we can look at if we have time. Okay. There's a message that has come from Edureka Tech Support saying, if you have any issues pertaining to hearing the instructor voice, try joining the webinar again with the same link. Okay. All right, Nitish, thank you for the acknowledgement. I'm glad that I was able to share that with you. Great. All right, now friends, let's come to control page down and let's go to conditional formatting. Okay. Now, the very first thing for features like conditional formatting or validation are, you need to select the data where you would like to apply the formatting. Okay. In some features like Excel, like sorting, filtering, pivot reports, yeah, on all these features, you don't really, it's not mandatory for us to select the entire data. Okay. For some of you, it might be a surprise, but for things like charts, making charts, pivot reports, sorting, filtering, you don't really have to select the entire data first. You can just start off with one single cell. But for conditional formatting, you have to make sure that you select the data in question. All right. So right now, friends, let's just come to the salary column. Okay. Are you all there on that sheet, which is conditional formatting? And can you see that there is a data in that sheet? Okay. Prakash More has joined again and he can hear now properly. So that's fantastic. Thank you for the person who gave that idea of logging out and logging in. All right, so there's a column, there's a data here which contains 9 columns, and I want to apply conditional formatting in the salary column. The first thing is, a lot of times when I talk about selecting, a lot of people take the mouse directly. They will just scroll the mouse throughout the column, and that's it. They will say selection is done. Well, it is absolutely correct, but a slightly smarter way of selecting the entire column is, you come to the very first cell. So in this case, I'm coming to the cell which is I4, okay, I4 cell, okay, and I think it's the salary of 47,507. Okay, let's just press 3 keys together, which is Control Shift Arrow down. Okay, one more time. You select the first cell in your data, in your column, okay, and Control Shift Arrow down. Okay, 3 keys together, and you will be able to select the whole column. Control Shift and Arrow down, Dipti. Okay, it's Control Shift and Arrow down. All right. So friends, my only reason of communicating this shortcut is it's a very handy shortcut. Whenever I talk about selecting a row in my online training sessions or my classroom sessions, corporate college, whenever I say select the data, people quickly take the mouse in their hand and they simply select the given data by rolling the mouse over. My problem is, here you might have a very small data of just 50 rows or 60 rows or 100 rows, but in real life corporate data, in official data, wherever you guys are working, you may have data of like maybe 1,000 rows, 2,000 rows. So in such a case, it is not feasible to select it using the mouse, and that's why I said, well, let's use Control Shift down. Okay, Control Shift and Arrow down. It's not the page down. Shalaka, I think you are doing page down. It's Control Shift and down arrow. All right. Now, after the selection is done, I will go to the Home tab in my Excel ribbon. Okay. I'm sure you can see where my circles are blinking. And right now, I am using the Excel 13 version, but it's the same thing for Excel 2007 and Excel 2010 also. All right. So I go to this command here, which is conditional formatting, which is inside the styles group in the home tab. In the conditional formatting here, I have a very first feature is highlight cells rules. Can you all see that? Yeah, so when you see highlight cells rules, there are some more options that come in front of us, like greater than, less than, between, equal to. All right, let's just go with one of them right now. So I will go with greater than. All right, I go with greater than, and a small dialog box comes up in front of me. Now, let's take an example. I want to color all the cells which are above 30,000. Just an example. Okay, so I will put the value here 30,000, 30,000. All right, and then right next to this window there is an option. It says light red fill with dark red text. I hope you can see my circles blinking. If I am okay with this color, I can simply press OK. All right, which I will do right now. Okay, I press OK. All right, and check it out, guys. Look at the I column of my data now. You will see that all the values in that column which are above 30,000 have got that light red fill with dark red text. Can you all see this? Okay. I'm sure this was a very basic thing, so you guys have understood it. But if somebody has not, please feel free to write down that in the question box down there. All right. Now, if I want to remove the formatting which is applied in one particular column or a row or a data, I will go to the respective column again. So I will again select the entire column. I go to conditional formatting again and in the home tab, and here second last option is clear rules. Okay, then further I have two more options. It says clear rules from the selected cells and clear rules from the entire sheet. Well, if I select the second option, any other conditional formatting, if it is applied in other columns in the same sheet, it will go away. But right now, I know that I have selected that I column, and I only want to remove formatting from that column. So I will, and I've already selected that. So I'll say clear rules from the selected cells. As soon as I do that, I get back to my normal data without the color. All right. Now, friends, I will do it one more time. So this time I want to do something different. I will again select the data, which is Control Shift arrow down. Okay. I go to highlight cells rules. Okay. Under conditional formatting. And then okay. Last time I chose the option of greater than. Similarly, I can also go with less than. That's pretty simple. Look at the third option there. Okay. The third sub option under the highlight cells rules window is between. Okay. So I choose between, right? Then a dialog box that says between comes up. Okay. Let's take an example that I want to highlight all the values between 50,000 to 75,000. Just an example. Okay. So I type 50,000 here. I will type 75,000 here. And this time, let's not go with the default color that Microsoft Excel is suggesting us. Let's just go down to the drop down here, and I will choose the thing that says, okay, let's go to custom format here, friends. Can you see this? In the drop down, I've got various colors to choose from. Okay, so I go here and I choose custom format. All right, I go with custom format, and a window by the name Format Cells opens up. I'm sure we all have seen this window when we perform a right click on any Excel cell, right click and format cells. Okay, it's the similar window that has come up now, the format cells. In the format cells window, I will choose the tab number 4, which is fill. Okay, and within the fill, now a dialog box opens up like an Asian Paints marketing thing. I can just choose any one color of my, let's go with blue. Okay, and then I say okay from here down. I say okay from that small dialog box also, and that's it. So now I can see that the values between 50,000 and 75,000 are all blue. Are you guys with me so far on this? Okay, Rajat Sethi has asked a question, but before I answer that question, I will just wait for acknowledgements from people. Okay, great. Thank you so much, friends. Okay, Sai Swarupa, Shalaka, Drumil, Prabhu, Siddhant. All right, thank you so much. Great. Okay, now friends, let's look at. Okay, please don't type any more, friends. Just wait for a minute, because if you type more, then Rajat's question will go up and I will have to scroll. So let's not type unless I tell you. Okay. Of course, if you have questions, please type. Okay, but right now, okay, how do I apply greater than, less than, between, all the three things in the same data? This is the question asked by somebody. I forgot the name right now, but yes. Okay, Arvind Kumar and Shalaka, please hold on to your questions. I will just answer the question asked by Rajat. Okay, so let's again come back here. So now friends, okay, so let's just remove this formatting. Okay, last time I selected the entire column and then I went to conditional formatting and clear rules, and I chose clear rules from the selected columns. Okay, now, okay, Arvind, Shalaka and Rajbir Singh Bist, just wait on to your questions, please. Okay, let me answer Rajat's question first. All right, Rajat's question is, how do I apply more than, less than, and between the same column? Okay, so first of all, let's just come down. Now this time, friends, I am coming to an external cell. Okay, can you see I am in the K column, which is not really a part of my data. I select that any one cell of my choice in the K column. I go to conditional formatting, I go to clear rules, and this time I will go to clear rules from the entire worksheet. Okay, as soon as I do that, I will see that the formatting is gone. Okay, so that was just another way of showing it, how to remove formatting. Okay, now, Rajat, let's take an example here that all the salary values between 0 to 25,000, I want to put them in, let's take an example, yellow color. Okay, or maybe red color because they are very, very low. Okay, red color. Okay, then 25,001 to 50,000, I want to make it as yellow, and anything above 50,000, I want to make it green, something like this. All right, so let's just select the whole data again. All right, Control Shift down is the shortcut for selecting. I go with Home tab, conditional formatting. I will go with highlight cells rules, and these three options, Rajat, these three options I will have to use one by one. Okay, in fact I can use, so let's say I will go with greater than. Okay, I will say greater than 10,000. Okay, so my requirement was 0 to 25,000, so I will say between. Okay, I'll put 0 here, I'll put 25,000 here, 25,000. Okay, and the color I said I would like to go with red color, so I'll say red here. Okay, it's not good to use the red color in an email, but here it's okay. Okay, so I say okay, okay, and come out. Again I go to conditional formatting, keeping the column selected. Again I go with between. This time I will say 25,001 to 50,000. I want to make it as let's go with yellow. Okay, so yellow and yellow. Okay, I say okay, and then I say okay again. All right, and again keeping the column selected, I will say conditional formatting, highlight cells rules. Again I go with now this time I will not go with between, I will go with the option that says greater than, because any value greater than 50,001 I want to make it green. Correct. So now I will not bother about between, I will go to greater than, and I say green from here in the format cells window. So what I've done is I've chosen 3 different colors for 3 different categories, and that's what you have in your I column right now. So I hope Rajat that question is answered. Okay, yes, obviously yes, conditional formatting is a feature which is kind of dynamic in nature. For example, can you see this lady here, 89 employee code, Daisy Nguyen, okay, the 89 employee code. Okay, let's just see that her salary right now is above 50,000. If I'm now, because it's 86,244, okay, so it is green in color. If I reduce that to 45,000, please look at the screen, friends. Another question asked by Rajat is, if I change the values, will the colors automatically change? The answer is yes, and for that, please look at the screen. I'm changing the salary value of Daisy Nguyen, enter, and I can see that it comes down to yellow. It comes down to yellow. So yes, it does change dynamically because you have already selected that column already. Okay, now let's come to Rajbir Singh Bist's question. Okay, Arvind Kumar was telling about multiple conditions, but we've just taken that. Okay, before Rajbir, I will go with Shalaka Hasnal's question, which was asked at 9:29. Shalaka says, anything for text data? Of course, yes, Shalaka. Let's go to the location column right now, which is the G column in my data. Okay, I will select Control Shift down. I will select the whole column. I go to Conditional Formatting. I go to Highlight Cells Rules again, and here I have an option just at number 4 and number 5. I have two wonderful options, and they are equal to and text that contains. So let's go with equal to. Okay, I go with equal to, and I will type Colombo. Colombo is the capital of Sri Lanka. Wonderful place, nice holiday destination. And okay, I go with custom format. I will go with green, for example. Okay, so all Colombo, I want green, and I say okay, and I say okay, and that's it. I'm out. Check it out, friends. The entire location column, you can see wherever there is Colombo, I can see that they are in green color right now. Yeah, okay, there is one Colombo here at employee code number 73. There's another Colombo at 79, Stephen Fleming. Then there is Ileana De Cruz at Colombo again. So can you see that they are all green? So yes, it's applicable for text also. Okay, all right. Okay, let me just say. Share. Oh, just a minute. Okay, friends, I'm just trying to read all the questions. Okay, there was a question asked by Rajbir Singh Bist saying, can we do this for the entire sheet? Which means highlighting the entire row. The entire row. Yes, Rajbir, we can do that, but we will keep it at the last. Right now, I am only talking about columns. So Rajbir, please ask me this question at the end of the session, which is in some time from now. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Siddhant Grover wants to know: are the first and last value between option considered in the condition? Well, Siddhant, if you are saying that you would like to get yellow color for 25,000 and above, then you have to make sure that you go to the between window, and there you will type 25,001 to 50,000. So yes, both these numbers are included, Siddhant. Okay. Vishwaroop Akula is also asking the same question that was asked by somebody else. So okay, I will. So the entire row formatting is something which we will do a bit later. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Rajbir, for the acknowledgement. Okay, great. Okay, now friends, Aditya Kumar wants to know, okay, just like somebody had asked me about text, now Aditya Kumar wants to know about dates. Of course, yes, we can do it for dates also. So I can come here, Control Shift down, I will select the entire date column. I go with conditional formatting, and I have this highlight cells rules again. And here there is an option that says date occurring. Yeah, if you click on date occurring, you will see that there are options like yesterday, today, tomorrow, like next week, last week. Yeah, now these features I will not talk in details right now because these are different for different versions. Some of you might be using the Excel 2007 version, and you might not have all the things here. So for dates, I think we will stop here only, because for dates they've changed a lot. Okay. All right. Yes, Aditya Kumar, we can do the independent greater than, less than comparison. But I think for that we will have to discuss that in a later session. I have another request here from somebody, Krishna Kumar Yadav, saying, sir, a request, can we do the questionnaire in the last? Okay, Krishna, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay. Okay. Now, friends, let's also just look at something else here. So again, I will come back out of the data. I will go to, because I've applied multiple formattings in multiple columns right now. So I will go to formatting. I'll go to clear. Okay, before that, let's just select the salary column right now. Okay, and I will go to conditional formatting again. I will go to the last option here inside formatting, which is manage rules. Okay, so let me go to the manage rules option now, and there you will notice that what rule has been applied. Yeah, if you can see on my screen right now, it says, I mean, there's a window opened up right now that says Conditional Formatting Rules Manager. There I can clearly see that above 50,000 is being given green color, Also, it tells me that this applies to what data in my sheet. Okay, and from here I can also delete the rule if I don't want to go by the clear rules method. I can also edit the rule if somebody comes up to me and says no, the values should be changed, right? So I can see in the manage rules section, I can see that what rule has been applied. Okay, so even if I apply some formatting and if I forget after a couple of days, I can still come back to manage rules and I can figure out myself. All right, now friends, let's just close this formatting rules window, the manage rules window. I will go out, I will say conditional formatting, I will say clear rules, and I will say clear rules from the entire worksheet. Okay, now I will just select this. Now let's take an example here. My boss comes up to me and says, Amrish, you've got this data here, 100 people's data, 100 employees, 100 different salary values. I would like to highlight only the top 15 salary values. The top 15 salary values I would like to highlight. Okay, so I will come here, I will select the entire data. Okay, Control Shift down. I will also go to now formatting. Here I have the option that says top bottom rules. Okay, just below highlight cells rules, I have this second option that says top bottom rules. Okay, now if you go further into the top bottom rules, you will see options like top 10, bottom 10, above average, below average, and stuff like that. Okay, my requirement was top 17 or top 15, correct? The option that I can see is for top 10 only. Now here's the problem. My boss wants to highlight only the top 10. So what we can do is, I can still select the option that's available to me. So the option of top 10 items is available at my disposal. I will go there, and when that small dialog box opens up which says top 10 items, here, when I see it is mentioned as 10, I can quickly change it to 17. And of course, I can choose the color of my choice, and I can say OK, and you will notice that top 17 salary values in my data have got that color. So it's not a rule that you have to always go with top 10. You can always go with top 17 or whatever. Same goes for bottom 10. Okay, above average. If you select above average option, which is available in that window, Excel will automatically calculate the average of all these 100 values, and whatever values are above 100 above average will be highlighted in the color. Okay, now let's come to that question asked by somebody else, and 2-3 times I have seen that question being asked. Is it possible to perform conditional formatting row-wise? Yeah, yes, definitely, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, friends, so far what we have done is formatting within the same column. Now what I want to do is, depending on my requirement, the entire row in that data should be highlighted. That's what my requirement is right now. Did you guys get my point here? Yeah. So for example, I want to know, okay, do you see in my sheet, in my Excel sheet, there is this L2, cell number L2, which I have already colored yellow. Can you see that? Okay, I knew that a lot of people will ask the question about entire data formatting, like row-wise formatting. Okay, so I have already made myself, I prepared myself for it. So do you see there's a yellow cell which I have, kept ready. Now, what I want to do is, if I type any city name here or any location name here, let's go with Houston, okay, and I press enter. What I would like to happen is, anywhere in the data, if there is Houston in the location column, that is G column, I want the entire row of that employee to be highlighted. So for example, if I type Houston in the yellow box, this entire first row in the data should be highlighted. That's what I want to do. Next, if I come back to that yellow box again, and in place of Houston, if I make Mumbai, okay, just come here, and if I make Mumbai or whatever, any other location, then I want the entire row of Mumbai to be highlighted, and the highlight from Houston should be taken off. Are you guys getting my point, friends? Did you guys get my requirement? That was the question asked by people, a lot of people. But the others, did you get the question? Vishwarup, did you get the question? Because is that what you're looking for? Perfect. Okay. Others, did you get my question? Okay. Okay. Shalaka, sorry, not Shalaka. Yeah, Shalaka Hasnal. and Prakash More. Okay, I will repeat the question. My requirement here is, and that's the question asked by some of the people here. My requirement here is, if I type anything, and let's take an example, any location name, any city name in this yellow box, the L2 yellow box. For example, right now I have typed Mumbai there. If I type any location name there, what I would like to happen in the data is the entire row which contains the location as Mumbai should be highlighted. Then when I come here and when I change it from Mumbai to, for example, Perth, okay, another beautiful city, then I want the entire row of this Perth to be in yellow color or green color or whatever color I want to put. So depending on the value which I am typing in the L2 cell, the entire row should get highlighted. Okay, so let's do it. All right, first of all, friends, because we are applying this formatting in the entire data, let's make sure that we select the entire data. Okay, so I will come here, okay, and I will do, let's take an example. I come to my cell number A4 where I have the first employee code. Okay, so I go with my cell number A4 and I will perform a Control A. Okay, Control A is the shortcut for selecting the entire data. So you guys can also do along with me. Come to your employee code cell, sorry, the first cell, I mean employee code number 1, which is A4, and do a Control A for Apple, Control A. It selects all the data for you. All right, now let's go to conditional formatting. All right, within the conditional formatting, let's go to the option here, which is number 3 from bottom. It says new rule. Yeah, again I repeat, select the entire data by pressing Control A. Okay, in my case, what I've done is I've kept my cursor in cell number A4, and then I did Control A. I chose the whole data. I went to formatting. I went to new rule, and then within the new rule, now there's a new. So when I click on new rule, a dialog box opens up, a new window opens up that says new formatting rule. Okay, now within this new formatting rule window, okay, do you see in the extreme bottom, at the extreme bottom last, there is an option that says use a formula to determine which cells to format. Right? So I will go to that option. Right below that, I get an option here which says format values where this formula is true. Okay, can you see the place where my circle is blinking? Yeah, that's the point which I would like to highlight. Right? So I will say use a formula to determine which cells to format, and then down below I will make sure that my cursor blinks here. Now I will go to that yellow cell and I will click on that yellow cell, select that yellow cell. Quickly in that formula bar in the new formatting rule window, I see that the L2 comes up. L2 is nothing but the reference of that yellow cell. Then I will say equal to. Now our requirement was, we are doing this with respect to the location, correct? The yellow cell is meant for typing the location. So I will go to the location column, okay, and I will select the first cell, which is Houston. Houston is not really important for us. It's the G4 cell that's important for us. Because when I selected my whole data by doing Control A, you guys must be remembering that I had kept my cursor on the A4 cell, right? So because I had kept my cursor in the A4 cell, now it is important for me to correspondingly select the location of that A4 cell. So it's Houston. That's why I'm coming to G4. Okay. If I would have kept my cursor in maybe employee code number 3 while doing the Control A thing, then right now I would have gone to the cell which contains Perth, which is G6. Yeah. So it's the corresponding location that you will select of the cell which was chosen before doing Control A. All right. Now when I select the G4 cell, you will notice that there is a $ for G and there is a $ for 4. Now we will need to do something about this. Just like the way we did in the referencing sheet, I will have to make sure that I remove the dollar which is meant for the 4-number row, and I will make sure that the dollar remains only for G, because in this case we are interested in keeping the column G constant. Column G is the place where all the locations have been given to me. So anything that is typed in the yellow cell has to be compared with the value in the G column. And that's why I want to make the G column constant, not the row number 4. And that's why, like we have done earlier, I will now press function 4 twice. And I make sure that the dollar is only kept with G and not with 4. Now I will go down here in the format thing. There's a small option, there's a small rectangular button at the bottom which says format. Okay, I will go to format. I click on format with the mouse, and the format cells window opens up. In the format cells window, I have the last tab which is fill, and within fill I will go with let's take an example, yellow color. Just an example, any color can be taken. I go with yellow and I say OK. And I say OK from here also in that new formatting rule window. All right, and now I come here, I type Perth in that yellow box. Can you guys notice that all the rows which contain Perth are now highlighted? Check it out. I will just scroll down the sheet for you, and you can notice that there are various employees in Perth, like employee code number 3, then there is employee code number 22, 10, there is 51, 60. So all the employees in Perth are now highlighted. Now I go back to that yellow cell. I will delete that Perth value. I will type Mumbai here, M-U-M-B-A-I, enter. Now if I go down at the bottom here, you will notice that the employee code number 21, 43, 61, all of them are now highlighted because Mumbai is their location. Sort of 97 number there, 91 number there. So now Viswaroop Akula is asking a question. Is it case sensitive? Dipti also has a question, but before I go to Dipti's question, I will answer Viswaroop's question. Viswaroop, Excel is not case sensitive. So, for example, now look at the screen, especially for Viswaroop. I am typing London now, but look at the way I am typing it. Purposely, I am typing small l, uppercase O, small n, uppercase D, small o, so and then n. So I am not changing the spelling, I am just altering the case. Now when I press enter, do you see, Viswaroop, that all the employees in London are now highlighted? Do you see? See, number 4 employee code, number 8 employee code, then number 19. Yeah. So Viswaroop, Excel is not case sensitive, but yes, Excel is very much spelling sensitive. Okay, guys, are you okay with me so far? Did you get this point? Yeah, Dipti, I'm coming to you, but others, are you okay with me so far? The entire row thing. Okay, Krishna Kumar says yes, Dipti says yes, good going, Shalaka says good going, Praveen Marathe, okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Okay, great. Okay, now let's just look at the other question. Okay, 1 minute, friends. Okay, Shahzad Sheikh says it's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, great. I love answering questions, friends, but it's just that I'm falling short of time now. But okay, Prabhu Sethuraman says, can you show the formula window one more time? Yes, of course. So before I go to Dipti's question, and okay, one minute, friends, please, 1 minute. There was a question asked by Dipti. Just a minute, Dipti. I think she wanted to ask about okay, multiple selections. Yeah, and I think the same question was then asked by Rajveer Singh Bist, saying how do we do this for multiple selections like the way we did for L2 cell. Yes, Rajveer, I will come. Dipti and Rajveer, you've got the same question, I understand. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, Prabhu Seturaman says, can you show the formula window one more time? All right. Before I go to Dipti and the other person, let's go with Prabhu's question. Okay, friends, there are more than 300 people attending this session. So I'm getting, it's like a radio jockey. I'm getting requests from many people to play all the songs, but I only have limited time. All right. Okay. All right. So I will select the whole data. I will go to conditional formatting. I go to manage rules, and okay, the one in yellow is the one which is my formula. I go to edit rule now, and that is my formula window, sir. I forgot the name of the person who asked the question. Prabhu Deva. Prabhu Seturaman. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names, friends. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Now let's come to Dipti and the other gentleman's question. How do we do this? So first of all, let me just delete this. Okay, I don't want any confusion in my in the rule which I'm applying now. So I'll just remove the rule. Okay. Now, friends, I will do it for multiple locations. So let's take an example here. Okay. Before that, are you guys okay with this? So far, whatever we've done, are you guys okay with this? Shalakha says, at least I'm pronouncing the names correctly. At least hers. Well, okay. Okay, great. Okay, now friends, let's look at the question about multiple locations. Okay, so multiple conditions basically. Okay, let's take an example that the K2 cell. Okay, in the K2 cell, let's make that yellow. Okay, and let's make this L cell, whatever. Oh, I think I've duplicated the color, but okay. One is yellow, one is blue now. Okay, this K cell, the K2 cell, is meant to type the name of the department. Okay, so I will just write down department here, just an example. And the blue cell, which is L2, is meant to type the designation. All right, what I want to do is, if I type a department along with a designation here, so right now, as you guys can see, I have typed sales and I have typed manager. Okay, what I want to happen now is everywhere in the data where there is an employee who fulfills both these conditions, remember both these conditions, okay, then that entire row should get highlighted. Okay. Yeah, so in the earlier case, I was only interested in the location. That's just one location. Whoever falls in that location, I want this entire row to get highlighted. Okay, but right now my question is, I would like to highlight the employee who is a sales department employee and is also at managerial designation. I'm not okay if my Excel is highlighting any other designation in sales. Okay, that's my requirement here. Okay, let's just do it one more time. So I select the entire data again. Friends, please observe this. I am doing a selection on the cell number A5 right now, which is the employee code 2. All right, so Control A. Yeah, let me repeat. Last time I had chosen the one number employee code, which is A4, and then I had gone ahead with Control A. This time it's Control A after doing the A5 selection. No, Dipti, there is no specific reason for that. I mean, there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that I will come to in the next 1 minute. So purposely, I am actually, you can select 1 minute. Actually, you can select any cell of your choice in the data. Okay, but last time I had chosen 1. Now I'm going with 2 and then Control A. Now I go with conditional formatting. I go with new rule. Okay. Within the new rule, I will again go with the last option that says use a formula to determine which cells to format. I come down in that window which says format values. So I'm typing my formula there. Now, this time, friends, remember, this is a condition of AND. Those of you from the engineering background or really technical background will quickly realize what I'm saying. This is a case of AND. It's not a case of OR. Okay. Here I want to fulfill that the person is from the sales department and the designation is manager. Okay, so that's why I will start off with and formula here, equal to and. Okay, I hope you guys can see my window where I'm typing the formula. In the new formatting rule window, I'll say equal to and. Okay, now last time I had taken the reference of those cells, so I will go with K2. K2 should be equal to what? K2 cell is meant for department. That is why I will come in the department column and I will select the cell that says officer. Now some of you will ask me a question saying, Amrish, you are interested in the sales department and sales. So why are you selecting something else? It's not about selecting the something else. The reason I am selecting the E5 cell right now is because when I performed the control A, I had selected the cell A5. So the cell in the employee code column was A5, and that's why now I am selecting the corresponding cell in the department column. So that's why, Dipti, now I think you must have realized why did I purposely select employee code number 2 this time before doing control A. Okay, so because I am taking 2, employee code number 2, I am selecting that person's department. Okay. Also, friends, please keep a tab on the formula window. Dollar is there with E as well as with 4. So I will press F4 twice to make sure that the E column remains constant, freezing the E column, not the row number 5, comma, I will now take the reference of this manager cell. Okay. Then equal to, again, I will come to the corresponding designation of the employee code number 2, which is officer. Now, although I am looking for the designation manager in my actual requirement, right now to create the formula, I am choosing officer because that's the corresponding designation of the employee code number 2. Did you guys get my point? Okay. Okay, Rajbir Singh, yes, removing of the dollar can be done anyhow. You can either press F2 and then remove dollar sign by pressing backspace or delete, or you can keep pressing function F4. That's your choice. But I think F4 is more easy. All right. Okay, that's it. So I close the bracket now. Okay, so I've given that formula there. It says K2 should be equal to E5 and L2 should be equal to F5. I've given the formula there. Again, I will go at the bottom where I have that format rectangle. I will choose the color. Let's go with green. All right. All right. I say green. Okay, and then okay again. And okay. So I think I have made some mistake here, and that is why the sales and manager is not getting highlighted. In spite of writing department as sales and designation, I am not getting the. Oops. I forgot to do the F4 thing, friends. Yes, thank you, Rajat. Thank you so much. Yeah, I forgot to. Yes, Siddhant. Yes, I got your point, Rajat and Siddhant. Yes, I forgot to do the F4 thing. Yeah. So okay, no problem. I'll do it one more time. So I'll just clear the rules. Okay, one more time. I go with employee code number 3 this time. Control A. Conditional formatting. I will go with new rule. I will go with use a formula. Okay, equal to and. I will say yellow cell, that is K2, should be equivalent to. This time it is going to be department admin and F4 to make the E column constant. Yes, Siddhant, last time I had forgotten to make the designation column constant. That is pressing of the F4 twice, I had missed out. So manager, that is L2, I will select equal to. I will take the reference of the designation of the employee code number 3, which is supervisor, in this case F6. F4 I will do it twice before I forget. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm making the F column constant, and then I go with just a minute. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, thank you, Shalaka. Yes, thank you. So now, guys, can you see Shalaka, Siddhant, Rajat, all of you, can you see now that the E column is made constant? The F is also made constant. Now it's done. I will now go with format. Let's go with green. No, the row does not, and that's it. The row doesn't have to be constant here. It's the column that needs to be made constant. That's it. I got it. Do you see? Sales is mentioned in the yellow cell, and manager is mentioned in the designation cell. And I can see that employee code number 1, which is George Bailey, Australian cricketer, by the way. Number 9, Nathan Lyon, again Australian cricketer. So all these guys who are sales managers are now highlighted. Thank you, Dipti, for the acknowledgement. Friends, are you okay with me? So far, are you okay with me? And especially those people who are interested in knowing about the multiple conditions. Are you okay with me now? Are you guys with me on this? Rajbir Singh, thank you. Okay. All right. So that's how you can apply formatting in Excel, conditional formatting. In this session, we have just completed some of the topics. It's already 5 minutes past 10, but let me tell you that right now I have done and. We can also do or. Okay, we have used and, but we can use or. Example would be, I want to highlight any employee who is either in manager designation or officer designation. Could be manager or officer, I want him to be highlighted. This is going to be a case of or. Okay, somebody is now asking me about, okay, there are 2 questions coming up. Rajat said he wants to know, how do we use icon sets? Okay, I will tell about that. And Dipti wants to know, can I get recordings of the previous sessions? Yes, Dipti, for recordings, I'm not sure about the previous sessions. I'm not sure if you registered. So that is something you will have to check out with the Edureka support team. Okay, all right. Okay, so Rajat, let's look at the use of icon sets. So I come here. Okay, let's go with salary. All right, I'll show you one example. I select the entire salary column, conditional formatting. Within formatting, at number 5, I have this wonderful feature called icon sets. Now, this is only the purpose of doing icon sets is only for highlighting purpose, just in case you want to know the difference between the given data, like, you know, what is the, so it's just for illustration purpose. So I go to icon sets like Rajat has asked for, and I will choose, okay, which one should I choose? Should I go with the signal one? Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with this option here, like a Wi-Fi network bar or a mobile phone signal bar. Yeah, the icon that says like a mobile phone signal. So I choose that. Okay, I select that, and that's it. Check it out. Look at my salary column, friends. Okay, if you guys want, I will do a sorting here quickly. Just give me 1 quick minute here. Okay, great. Do you see the person on top, who has got the lowest salary right now, 7,000 fellow, has got absolutely no network bars, correct? If you go down, 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 you will see that the network bars are increasing depending on the value contained in the cell. So what Excel does is it divides the entire range into 5 categories, and it gives the icon sets because we chose the icon sets with 5 different icons. Shalaka, yes, you are right. Lowest salary has got no network, absolutely. And the highest salary has got a lot of network bars. See, if you come down at the bottom, an employee with code number 34, Evelyn Young, team leader from Adelaide, she's got a salary of 95,000, so she's got the maximum network bars. And similarly, the others in that range. So Excel just uses the icons depending on the figure. Prabhu, you cannot apply a formula in the icon sets but you can customize the icon sets as per your requirement. So you might want to do something like anybody with a salary of 0 to 25,000 has to have no network bars. Then 25 to 35 has to have one network bar, and then further two. So you can customize as per your requirement, and that can be done. Again, let's select the entire column. Let's go to the Home tab and let's go to Conditional Formatting. And in the Manage Rules, you can go to the option that says Edit Rule, and then from here you can make the changes. It's right here. See, you can always make the changes here. You can decide. Yeah, just change the type to number from here, and great. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. That was going to be your next question. So yes, I've answered that. All right, I'll just delete these rules now. All right, friends, do you see in my Excel ribbon? Okay, if you look at my Excel ribbon, I've got one Home tab here. I've got just next to my Home tab. Do you see there's a tab that says Ambarish? Can you all see this, friends? Yeah. Obviously, if you go to your own Excel sheets, you will not have that tab. Correct? Okay. So, anybody who wants to know more about that can attend my next session. So, I will cover customizing of the ribbon and customizing of the quick access toolbar and some of the really useful stuff. Some of the really useful stuff in that session. So you can customize your ribbon according to your requirement. Okay. Krishna Kumar Yadav, I'm sorry. I have been doing training since morning 9 to 5, and then another session, and now another session is 9 to 10. So I'm really exhausted today. I would not really. I'm not in a mood right now to extend it. It's already gone beyond 10 o'clock right now, and so today I'm sorry is not the right time. But I mean, Excel is a very huge topic, so I'm sorry, Krishna, we will not be able to do that today. But yes, of course, any questions about conditional formatting, please feel free to ask. Okay, I can see some acknowledgements coming in the questions window. Shalaka says, great job, sir. Don't call me sir, Shalaka. Okay, friends, about getting registered for these sessions, we have a very smart person here, a very efficient guy who gets these registrations and takes care of all the things. His name is Vinayak Krishnan from Edureka. You might want to send an email to him, vinayak.k@edureka.co. Or you must be having the support email address. So you can get in touch with vinayak.k@edureka.co. He's from the Bangalore office of Edureka. He can help you with further sessions and all. Yeah. Krishna Kumar is asking another question, sir. Can I get your number? Okay. In the online sessions, it's not good to share the numbers. But yes. You can get in touch with the support team, and if there is any question, they will forward your question to me. My name is Ambarish Tarte. Viswarup Akula, I'm sorry, those are activities which are done at the back end. I'm sorry. I don't know if you will get any mail for the future sessions. All that is done by the back office team here in Edureka. So it's better if you again, to all your non-Excel questions, every question that you're asking about non-Excel, I'm sorry, I will have to refer you to the support email address of Edureka, or you can drop an email to vinayak.k@edureka.co. Okay, so I think there are no more questions coming now. I think we're all set when it comes to formatting. Thank you so much for being interactive audience. Thank you so much for attending this session in the first place. See you soon. Thank you so much, friends. Have a great night. Bye.
Very good, actually.
हाँ
Very well.
हाँ
सभी तो रहा था. Interesting.
समझ में आ गया तुमको भी?
थोड़ा
So did no? I know that you must be attending just to know how is the feeling for the participant. How? हाँ?
I was there in the first 20 minutes.
अच्छा हाँ अच्छा 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 पूरा नहीं सुना
नहीं नहीं.
तो अभी कैसे मालूम पड़ा आपको कि हो गया करके? How did you know that it's over now? Because as soon as
Listening from them, he said, "Okay, guys, bye."
उधर तो जा रहा है आवाज? Shit.
Yeah. It's saying very fascinating. Yeah. Coming out the. That's a really nice session.
Superb यार. Okay.
You want some more?
हाँ.
I think it's no, I was I should have taken supposed to leave. While
आपका क्या वेटिंग है बाहर? अच्छा विनायक दिस स्मॉल थिंग ये जो मेरा वाईफाई अभी कनेक्ट किया था उसने व्हेन आई गो होम टू माय फ्रेंड्स प्लेस और द होटल आई डोंट नीड टू बिकॉज़ उसने कुछ वो 192 डॉट समथिंग को टाइप किया था कुछ तो
नहीं वो it doesn't matter.
चल ठीक है
for outside.
so when I go somewhere else then it's perfect.
Yeah, you can shut it down and restart again. That's it.
The whole laptop no? Ah that I will do yeah.
Close the boot.
Shit.